And rising, beautiful soul. It's so good to see you here on this day. And the message for you today is going to be very beautiful. We're not going to be using cards. We're going to be using Jeremiah, yes. And also sharing a story with you, a beautiful story. Sorry, I just want to straighten the camera. There you go. Putting a bit of holy ash at the back. Good protection. All right, so we've got a few astrological things happening today. We've got Venus and Pluto in conjunction with one another, with the naked eye, obviously, when we're observing from planet Earth, from Mother Gaia. And we also have the the planet Saturn and the moon in occultation. All right, so that's also very beautiful to witness, but also the energies of Saturn being behind the moon amplifying those energies onto Mother Earth. Okay, we've also got the conjunction of Moon and the Mars today. Then we have it's just like so many things happening, but we've also got the first quarter moon. Okay, so that means that the moon is at 50% luminosity with the beautiful radiance of the sun. Yeah. We also have this solar flare that happened, the magnitude 3.27. And then we've got these crazy Schumann resonances. We've got this waxing crescent moon in Pisces today. So we've got all these wonderful energies that are just supporting your growth and your spiritual illumination, your upliftment today. And to share a beautiful message, so we saw out on the outside having a beverage with my mom this morning. I saw 3 Egyptian geese flying from the north to the south. Okay, so that's north energies of mind and mental and all of those energies of that hemisphere. Yeah, flying to the south. Okay, south is all about the womb, creativity, and also healing and nourishment and nurturing. Okay, so very, very powerful. And when we look at the goose, the snow goose is the totem for Capricorn, all right, according to the Native Americans on Turtle Island. So we've got Capricorn energy coming in this beautiful Sagittarius time, and it's very great. It's very beautiful. It's saying be sacred, honor the triple goddess. All right. Also, the mother, the maiden, the mother, the crone. Also, Shiva, Vishnu, Brahma. Anything with the Holy Trinity. Yes. If you are Christian, then obviously it's the Father, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Each religion, each philosophy, each culture has got this Holy Trinity because 3 is a very powerful number. All right, so see how that resonates with you today. Also, looking at the trees, we're so grateful to the thunder beings last night. There was so much thunder, and then there was rain. And the rain was so magical, cleansing, deep cleansing, nourishment, and the magic of the rain afterwards, just celebration. Obviously, with the thunder beings, we were praying and saying thank you, allowing them to take our prayers up to Wakantanka, to Great Spirit. And something came to me this morning as well while I was having my cleansing shower, is my time in Avesbury in 2008. And Avesbury is on the beautiful island of England and close to the Stonehenge. Went to the Stonehenge, very powerful, very beautiful, but we couldn't touch the megaliths. At that time, it wasn't a solstice. And so my sister, who lives in England, she said, let's check it out. Let's see, on the navigation device she was using where we can go. And it popped up Avesbury. Yeah, and we went there and went to go and have a look. And these megaliths that were around this village, that are around this village, powerful energies. Okay, and we did the Reiki initiation, or Reiki 1 at Avesbury. One of the megaliths was just communicating with us, and the energy was so primordial and so powerful, and the ringing of the vibration was just phenomenal. So yeah, that was my sister's Reiki 1 initiation at Avesbury. But what powerful energies! And here in South Africa, where I am, my name is Juan. I live in Johannesburg in South Africa, and if you like these daily messages, like, follow, subscribe, and click the notification so you get the little bell. Ding, 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 ding. Be sure to check out my Sacred Hedge Witch Tarot Sisters channel as well. That's Deborah and her daughter Aisha, and her channel to be in the descriptions. All right. And Andrea, powerful healing she does. She facilitates when spirit moves her, and very powerful. All right. So Here in South Africa, also in Mpumalanga, we have these sacred megaliths in the form of, it's been named by a few different people, but one of the names is called Adam's Calendar. Okay, very ancient site, close to Kapsahoop, and you've got the wild horses there. Oh, very powerful energies. And these are sacred places for us to go around the world. And one of my sacred sisters, her her daughter went to one of the islands in the Atlantic. I think it was Saint Helena. Also, some beautiful sacred stones there. And when you hit on the stone, it rings. Okay, same thing here in South Africa in Mpumalanga. When you hit on the stones, they ring. There's a vibration. There's a resonance. So it is a very powerful planet to incarnate on. There have been so many different civilizations here. It's almost infinite, and the thousands upon thousands of years, if not millions of years, of different various star beings who have come here, honoring my sacred witch bloodline that comes from Cornwall, from my mother's side, the Cornish ones, and looking at their sacred energies linked with Merlin and my sacred Druid blood that sings in me as well, and having a look at my Lebanese side, okay, the Lebanese side. This is all on my matriarchal side, and the Lebanese side. Man, when I hear Lebanese music or Arabic music and the tribalism, the honoring of the sacred elements and everything that just comes into play, it's in my blood. And then my dad's side, the Swiss German. Oh wow, I don't know. It's just the mountains, the forests, the lakes. There's something that sings, yeah, something that rings in me that just communicates with the mountains, the forests, the lakes. Very powerful. So honored and so privileged to be of service to you. And let's just have a look. Let's just have a look quickly for you today. Okay, so the message is coming through very strongly. It's what I experienced this morning, all right, and they're asking me to share it with you. So, um, I take care of my mom. She had a mild stroke, but even before that, I take care of my mom. So golden years, yeah. She'll be 72 in December. She's a Capricorn. She's a snow goose, yeah. And yeah, upon waking up, she told me, she shared with me, this depression came in, and it's linked to what she's been following around the world with all the devastations and the tumultuous energies around the world and people that are suffering. Okay, and I listened, and we shared and we spoke about it. And while we were sitting outside looking at the trees, the tree people, the standing people, and they were just swaying in the wind, this vision came to me of when I was in the monastery and monastic living. Okay, and it's not a monastery that you can go and live at, or go and visit as an outsider. It's one of those monasteries that is, if you have affinity from past lives, you'll find somebody who will introduce you. All right, but yeah, when I was there, I remember one of the monasteries. So there were two that I stayed at for 3 years. Okay, and one of them, I was chasing enlightenment, and I was praying and meditating and repenting every day. And one moment, it was like an epiphany. This one morning, I was speaking with my Singaporean brother, and he was telling me about this and telling me about that, and this one person that he met, and then my Taiwanese brother, and he was sharing something with me, and all of a sudden, boom! In my mind, in my consciousness, I was able to detach from my thoughts. It was like a bubble, okay, and this bubble just released me, and I was able to see the bubble where all their communications were. Then I saw my one brother, my Taiwanese brother, his bubble, and I saw my Singaporean brother, his bubble. I saw my bubble, and I released, and I went back and back and back and back, and I felt like I was just floating in an abyss, in the void, and it was remarkable, totally detached from anything that was happening. But I could go back, and I went back into the bubble, and I could look into the bubble. So this bubble therapy has helped me tremendously, and I shared it with my mom again this morning, when she was speaking about the depression and everything. I said, "Ma, it's like a bubble. Your mind is in there because you have you're drawn in there by whatever is happening in your compassion, okay, but allowing yourself to detach, okay, sensation of and it's not, yeah, there's this Buddhist teaching of everything is impermanent. Impermanence, if I'm not mistaken, it means that transience. There's everything is transient. It doesn't last forever. Nothing lasts forever. Okay, and it's a powerful teaching because when you really live that teaching of impermanence and everything is transient, you realize that it doesn't matter what I'm holding on to in my heart, in my mind, around me. It's gonna go. You know, these lights behind me, it's gonna go. These plants, me, my vessel, it's gonna go. And in that, we are able to detach our minds from the addiction of the information or the pain or the suffering, and we are able to experience our bliss, our godliness, our God consciousness, our heavenliness, whatever you want to label it. If you need to label it, if you don't need to label it, you just experience your consciousness. You know, and I love that. So yeah, the message today is also about spending some time with the elders. All right, you have some elders, and maybe due to circumstances, you've put them in an old age home. Go to that old age home, give them a call, do a video call with them. Just listen to their stories. Okay, my elder, my mother, she's a sacred elder to me because she has many teachings. Many elders initiated her in the past. There were some elders in New York that initiated her as well, and it's very powerful, the wisdom that comes through for her. And those elders taught her many teachings on this side, and they said she's not a wannabe. You know, she's not a Caucasian person trying to be a wannabe. She's walking the red road, and that was very powerful to me. And I was very humble when I came out of the monastic living for 3 years, and I joined my mom with the sweat lodges and the inipi and the medicine wheels and the teachings of the red road. I mean, I didn't know where I was going, and then I have this gift, clairaudience and clairvoyance, and I didn't know where I was going. And I went and I found a teacher, and she taught me as well. Man, and then I met up with this beautiful Andean, sacred Andean tradition, and I had the honor and the privilege to meet one of the shamans that came out to South Africa and initiated into level 1, level 2, you know, as a what do they call it? A Pampa Masayok, okay, as a priest assistant, yeah, with the dispatchos and Pachamama medicine and the whole Quechua language. Powerful. For me, I just love how everything is all bringing it all together. Okay, and we have our beautiful Zulu nation, Xhosa people here in South Africa. We have this incredible indigenous people in Siberia. You know, we have the Siberian shamans, we have the Tibetan shamans, we have shamanism has been there forever. Okay, paganism has been there forever. All right, honoring the earth, honoring the moon, honoring the planets. Okay, so my message to you today is just keep looking, and also listen to your elders today. Much love. If you like, follow, and subscribe, please know that I am open to one-on-one channelings for you, resonations for 2025, getting insight into your life, where you're going. I listen to your guides, I listen to my guides, our higher selves. I've set my ego aside. It's a very beautiful session. Drop me an email, moonstar.juan@gmail.com, and I'll be so happy to be of service to you. My PayPal link is in the description. If you feel like you would like to donate to these daily messages, please feel free. I'm so grateful for you. I honestly am. Thank you so much for your time. And your message today is just shine, yeah, and listen to the elders. Yeah, so much love to you. Thank you. Satnam Wahe Guru.